And a growing concern now for women choosing to give birth at home, even though many obstetricians say a hospital or birthing center is the safest place to deliver. Doctors point out that at-home births may carry additional risks to the mom and child. Joining us now, medical journalist Elizabeth Cohen. She's been following this and writing about this. And Elizabeth, you and I worked together for 20 years. It is so great to see you doing your own thing and being a part of our show today. I'm thrilled. And I know that you're very passionate about medical issues. You have written best-selling books, and now you're focused on these risks that are involved at-home births. Just talk to me about the number of these births, why people are choosing to do it, and how it's just impacting the risk factor here.
So, Kira, first of all, thank you so much for that warm welcome, and it is so wonderful to be working again together with you. I remember when you were pregnant. You probably remember when I was pregnant. And, you know, back when we were pregnant, Kira, home births were not really a thing. The numbers were relatively low. But when you look at CDC statistics, you can see they have been going up, up, up since 2016. Now, a lot of this is because of the pandemic. Women didn't want to get infected in a hospital, or they wanted to make sure their husband could be with them. So what I've done is I did an article for the news site, Stat News. And what we found when we did this analysis is that even high-risk home births are going up. People think that usually it's just, you know, a perfectly simple, safe home births. But these are women who know they're at high risk, and still they opt for a home birth. So one of the moms who I spoke with, Kira, her name is KK Lineweaver. She is a mom in Texas. She had a cesarean section with her first baby, and then in 2022, when she had her second baby, she decided to have a home birth, even though a vaginal birth after a cesarean is considered high risk, because there's a small risk, but still relatively high, that you could have a uterine rupture. But KK said, no, I really did not enjoy the experience I had in the hospital. I want to do this birth my way. I want to have it at home. And everything went beautifully for her. She had a little baby named Nova, and mother and baby were just fine. But still, as you noted, Kira, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, they say that having a VBAC, a vaginal birth after cesarean at home, or having a breech baby, or having multiples, that is absolutely contraindicated. They say don't do it, but more and more women are doing it. And they're obviously not doing it on their own. Midwives are attending those births, and the midwives I've talked to said that they have had wonderful experiences. And yes, is it possible something could go wrong? Might they need to, you know, do a transfer to the hospital? Yes, that happens. But this is a real trend out there that mothers and midwives are saying, we want to do these births at home, even though we know that they might be higher risk. Kira?
And why is that? What is it? I mean, I've had family members that have done it a number of times, and there have been some pretty scary situations. Other times it turned out great. Why do they want to do this, even though they know it could be very risky for them?
You know, I think different women have different reasons, but one common thread in the conversations that I had with women who had high-risk births at home that I wrote about in the Stat story was that they said these were all women where it wasn't their first baby, it was their second or their third or their fourth baby, and they said they didn't have a good time at the, well, I mean, I'm putting that quite wrong. They felt that they actually had a bad time at the hospital. They said it did not go well. They felt they weren't listened to. They felt that they had interventions such as, you know, episiotomies, or that they got induced when they didn't want to be induced. They felt that they didn't really have a say. They didn't feel empowered. They wanted to be able to have a say. They wanted to do it at home. And it's very interesting. I think, you know, often women just don't feel that they are being listened to. And actually, it's women of color who feel that they're not listened to the most. So if you take a look at some data that were done by scientists at Boston University, what they found is that when they asked women, you know, do you feel like you were mistreated during your maternity care, during your labor and delivery? When you look at white women, 19% said they felt mistreated. But when you look at Black women or Hispanic women, 30% said that they felt mistreated. So what we're seeing with this trend in home births is many, many women of color saying, you know what, I really felt that I wasn't listened to, and I really want to do it at home this time. Kira?
Elizabeth Cohen, thank you so much. So great to see you. Let's do it again,
Thanks.
shall we?
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.